Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Affordable Flyers, Sonex High Wing first flight succeeds. Blackshape Gabriel to debut at Oshkosh. 2025 PRA convention details announced. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Affordable Flyers, our programming designed to help you get and stay in aviation as affordably as possible. Overseen by the editorial staff of the award-winning Sport Plane Resource Guide, we know well the challenges faced by today's sport flyers, and we're here to help you enjoy flying to the utmost. Let's get into today's stories. Sonex High Wing's first flight succeeds. The long-awaited Sonex High Wing prototype has flown. The Sonex gang tells us that the flight took place on the evening of Monday, June 30th, and was piloted by Sonex Advisory Board member Joe Norris. The flight was a brief one due to a passenger side door latch issue. However, all engine temperatures were reported to be in the green, and the aircraft was reported to have handled as expected with only slight rigging adjustments needed. Weight and balance for the prototype is on target with the aircraft currently at 816 pounds empty. More flights will take place soon, with wheel pants and gear leg fairings installed, and Sonex will be collecting and reporting performance numbers in the coming weeks. The Sonex High Wing features easily interchangeable wingtips for different span configurations and is a side-by-side two-seater. The vehicle is designed to take advantage of the FAA Mosaic rules for light sport aircraft. It will be made available in both conventional and tricycle gear and is designed for aerobatic flight within certain weight constraints. ANN is hoping to fly the bird before AirVenture starts this year. After the break, a DarkAero update.
For over 30 years, the massive Sport Plane Resource Guide has provided expert, credible information, evaluations, and critical analysis of all that the sport aviation world has to offer. The all-new digital Sport Plane Resource Guide is coming with extensive multimedia features that are constantly updated, an even more comprehensive online guide to all things sport aviation. Available soon. www.sportplane.com.
Directfly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, two-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with the Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. A DarkAero update. The DarkAero team told us that progress continued on the DarkAero 1 prototype in June, with efforts focused on building molds and structures that will be incorporated into the center section of the wing. Work continued on implementing several structural modifications in the center section of the wing. While the wing was previously proof load tested under both positive and negative G-load conditions, proof load testing of the flap and aileron systems uncovered portions of the mounting structure that required additional stiffness to minimize control system deflection. 19th Annual Electric Aircraft Symposium. For many sport flyers, there is an electric aircraft in your future, and the place to get educated on that future comes a few days before AirVenture in the same place. Dozens of the world's electric aircraft developers and tech experts will be presenting at the 19th Annual Electric Aircraft Symposium, which will be hosted by VFS in Oshkosh July 19th and 20th. More than 35 experts will participate in this year's EAS in 12 in-depth moderated discussions. Sporties releases updated instructor guide to FAA endorsements. Sporties has released version 2.0 of its instructor guide to FAA endorsements, developed in partnership with NAFI. This free digital reference is designed to help flight instructors navigate the most common FAA endorsements. Organized in a logical sequence that follows a student's progression from first flight through commercial pilot certification, this guide includes concise templates for endorsements related to first solos, written test sign-offs, practical tests, flight reviews, instrument proficiency checks, and more. Homebuilt area to feature iconic anniversaries and forum presentations at AirVenture 2025. The Homebuilt area will continue to be one of the main attractions at AirVenture Oshkosh 2025, as more than 1,000 Homebuilt aircraft are expected to attend. 2 Homebuilt aircraft anniversaries will highlight the area. The Vans RV-8 will celebrate 30 years of flight. The Popular Homebuilt is the fastest of the RV aircraft line, with a top speed of approximately 220 miles per hour. In addition, the iconic Rutan Very EZ turns 50 years old. Several daily workshops and forums will be on offer throughout the week of AirVenture. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Blackshape Gabriel to debut at Oshkosh. High on Jim Campbell's flight test list leading into Oshkosh 2025 is the Blackshape Gabriel, a close cousin to the Blackshape Prime he tested some weeks ago to a very positive result. He came away with solid opinions of the craftsmanship, handling, and overall performance of the Prime, as well as the general attitude of the company folks he worked with, to whom integrity seemed to be a primary concern. The Gabriel has actually been around for a while and seems particularly suited to the ever-growing flight training market, especially for schools looking for a solid but highly attractive platform to introduce students to the aviation world. The Cessna 172 platform is pretty stated, and the Cessna copy is pretty close to the same. Nobody ever called a Skyhawk sleek, but it's one of the first words that comes to mind with the Blackshape series. The all-carbon fiber Gabriel, like the Prime, offers tandem seats, retractable landing gear, and a Hartzell 3-blade composite constant-speed prop propelled by a 160-horsepower Lycoming IO320. The monster canopy offers exceptional visibility, with comfy cockpits and some excellent choices in glass cockpit layouts. We'll keep you updated on our impressions once Jim has a chance to try it out. After these messages, 2025 PRA convention details announced.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Welcome back. 2025 PRA convention details announced. The annual Popular Rotorcraft Association convention is set for later this month, July 30th through August 2nd at the Mentone Airport in Indiana. PRA Boss Christine Toevs promises a great event, with a diverse range of gyroplanes as well as a new first production model making its debut at the event. The event starts Tuesday morning for early birds and with a kickoff, poker run flights to explore several local airports for those who prefer a flying around event. There's a cash prize for the best hand and something of a consolation award for the worst. The event closes Friday at noon, so that the flight line is not decimated by last-minute fly-offs. They promise a bingo night on Wednesday, which will help raise ongoing runway repaving funds for the PRA facility. Thursday night, they have a gyro trivia night headed up by Life member Kevin Ritchie, all held in the canteen area and enjoying the ambiance of an evening fire pit. A lovely and somewhat iconic Little Nellie model, as seen in James Bond many moons ago, will be awarded to the trivia champion. After daily morning pilots briefing, there are open mic sessions in the classroom prior to a number of daily forums. The schedule is still being determined, but you can check the latest at pra.org/seminars. We're on a tough schedule after Oshkosh, but ANN will try to make it out there as well. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.